Hey Alex, this isn't really a design presentation. This is more of just showing you where we stand right now and a couple of questions that probably need to be resolved. Okay, this is the 3D model of the house. This is your existing porch, obviously. I've reviewed your zoning and the setbacks between what your contractor told us, kind of close, not exact. Any accessory structure has to be a minimum of 8 feet away from the main structure. So this here is 8 feet. This is not, just because I wanted to show you what that leaves us to build with a patio on the back. It is also required to have 4 feet from the rear and side property lines, but the 8 feet from the main house is kind of a killer. If I work on 8 feet, let me see where. Okay, so this will be the 8 feet. So that's where your rear roofed over patio can legally be. There are some other issues as far as lot coverage, maximum lot coverage, maximum building coverage, maximum floor area ratio, which is all floors combined. And then there's also another one for maximum impervious area on the lot. I'll figure those out later as we go. But I wanted to show this to you because my original intent was to bring a roof over porch into this rear area. This was the first column. I was starting to design it once I said, well, let me review the zoning first just to see how close we can get to everything. So I don't know if you still want to investigate the possibility of doing a rear roofed over patio. This line right here, the patio has to be, accessory structures have to be 2/3 of the way back from the front property line. So 2/3 of the way back from the property line towards the rear. So this would have been it actually would have been originally here, but then I incorporated the 8 feet from the rear of the house also, 8 feet from the main structure. So if we pull this back and then we go 8 feet from the rear and 66 feet back, it would probably be more like over here somewhere. So that would be a rear patio area off to the left corner of the house. This doesn't solve any problems for you as far as what you can build as a roofed area, so you can come out your door while you're cooking in a barbecue area. With that said, we could also investigate the idea you're allowed to have a rear setback of 25. So if I look at this and say 25, so that's 25. So if you wanted to attach something to the house, this would then be what you're technically allowed to do right now. This was probably done with variances, all of this, because it would then be considered a non-conforming lot. So that tells me that went for a variance. You could probably go for another variance to do something like this to align it with that rear area, but it would, again, require a variance. So that is where we could probably build a roof over porch attached to the house. Could we do a 4 foot off the property line like this and just have a step out? I was originally going to have a sliding glass door here by your fireplace. You come out the sliding glass door and you're into your roofed over patio area. Is this something we could do? Possibly, but again, it's got to go for a variance and they have to have the opportunity to say yes or no. I'm inclined to say they're probably going to say no to this. But there's no way of reading the minds of the Zoning Board of Appeals. So with that said, let me take you inside. Again, this isn't really a design proposal. This is me just showing you where we stand right now. A couple of weird things going on. I just saw this soffit. But this would have been the door going out to the rear patio area. But more or less working on the interior. I took down the walls now. These columns represent where there are beams ending and there are supports going down into the foundation. So this wall can be taken down as long as there is a column here. There is another, honestly, there's beams all over this design because of the way the original structure was built. Let me see if I can make this a little bit. All right. So there's a column here, column here. This is supporting the octagon of the roof. Another column here, another column here. I'm proposing to take out as many walls as possible, but right now I don't want to take out any of these columns unless we absolutely have to, because we're talking about very large loads to support the second floor above, and also we're talking large distances, which makes the beams that we would need even larger. If I go to the floor plan, let me turn off all these soffits that I've got right now. So this is the octagon of the dining room roof, the kitchen nook. So we have column, 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 and column. I can take this wall out, but the more walls you take out in a project, the less walls you have for putting kitchen cabinets, full height wall cabinets, and the appliances, which leads me to showing you right now. I don't have the stove shown. Wow. Don't have the stove shown. I'm sorry, the cooktop. That would be right here where you have it now. I'm showing a double oven caddy cornered, which I'm not really too crazy about, and the refrigerator. Now, as I was just saying, once you get rid of walls, you lose area where you can put these items. We could do a cooktop here with an oven below it. That would be a single oven. I kind of like, in a house of this size and this size kitchen, having a double oven. One can be an oven, one can be a convection oven, one can be a microwave. You know, there's all different combinations. But I'm also trying to work out a working triangle. This is the refrigerator. I'm sorry, refrigerator. That's the dishwasher. And I'm also trying to work out color schemes. You have dark color cabinets right now, and I think like a greenish granite countertop. This is where I'm looking for input from you to tell me which way you're thinking of going on your renovated kitchen. Is it going to be the same colors? Are you going to lean towards more of a white kitchen? Because you have a lot of wood color in this house, and it's a Tudor, so they usually go with darker colors on the inside of Tudors. But you also have white columns, you have white ceilings, you do have walls with dark wood wainscoting, and you do have a lot of dark wood cabinets in your living room area. Just looking for a little bit of input from you. Now, also for the floor plan, I know we discussed doing an island with bar stool seating. This is a large open area right now. I feel that it's wasted space. I could do one strip of countertop here with the sink looking out towards the living room. Then we could add another strip of countertop with bar stools. Could go different ways. I could have this as an island with just bar stools, move another countertop here with a sink looking towards this island. But I don't want to get repetitive with island, and then countertop. But I'm in desperate need right now of where can I put the appliances. You know, there are national kitchen designer minimums. You're supposed to have 18 inches minimum on each side of an appliance. If I put the cooktop here, I don't think I'm going to have enough clearance if it's an extra large cooktop to have 18 inches to the side of between the oven and the cooktop. I have a couple of other ideas in my head that I just really wanted to show you where we stand right now so far with the design. let me work on the layout a little bit more, but give me some feedback on the rear patio area, what you're thinking you'd like to do. And tell me if you absolutely definitely, let me show you this a different way. Okay. That gets the point across. Let me get rid of these slab soffits. Okay, so, and I'll turn off the electrical fixtures too. So this is actually an interesting way to look at it. So we have a lot of this open area. I'm thinking instead of doing an island, it might be a better idea to have a U-shaped peninsula with bar stools on it. I don't want there to be too much island, then it gets crowded with the triangle. You want to always maintain 3 foot 6 inches between countertop to countertop. Like from here to here should always be 3 foot 6. There are ways to incorporate these columns into knee walls and use those knee walls as end caps for the kitchen countertop, which is what I'm leaning towards doing now. I believe you do have that on the house right now. Well, hang on one sec. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Actually, you don't have an end cap, but it would be similar to this column on a low wall that you have now behind the countertop, except it would be an end cap here it would be a knee wall and then the column going up to the ceiling. So this would be the end of it. Doesn't matter. I'll show it to you in the design. But wait a minute. Do I have a video of that end cabinet over there? Let me see. Going through. Yep, there it is. So it would be very similar to this, except there wouldn't be this wing out coming. So the countertop would go all the way to the edge and then go over. That is the most economical way to do this design without having to take down all these structural columns, because they all go down to the foundation, and then doing a steel beam from here clear across this way. There's one beam going this way. There's another beam going from this corner across here, intersecting this beam over here. So a lot of structure in this. But give me a little bit of feedback what you think so I can just continue developing the design a little bit further. All right, thanks.